Hey, hope you guys are doing superb today. It is hump day here in Virginia, in the Blue Ridge. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about Neuro Humorism and why I have designed such a phrase or a theory and where it came from and why I'm so confident in what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to display as a coach and a therapist. I am a professional therapist, professional counselor, licensed in the state of Virginia, and I have been doing some type of therapeutic interaction, whether licensed or not, for over 25 years in a variety of different industries. And if you look at my Neuro Growth Accelerator Method website, you're going to see the breakdown of those. You're going to see the why and the how of my Neuro Growth Accelerator Method process. But what you're also going to see is the approach of coaching and therapy, using therapeutic methods, using coaching techniques that is unlike most coaches, therapists, professional service individuals who work with the public, different from anything. And because what I'm doing is, over time, I've recognized many elements of my own abilities. And these abilities have started to stack over time, ever since I was about 25 or 26, when I spent time in the ministry leading churches and organizational groups of all ages and demographics, to all the way up to now in 2025, working in the field of therapy, owning my own firm, and using the various likes of neuroscience, linguistics, behavioral, and also process improvement type interactions with people. I've noticed that one thing is very, very consistent throughout those things, all of the different industries, all of the different modalities, and that is humor. It's humor. It's helping people regulate humorous energy, humorous in a sense of playfulness and healthy intent. I'll give you an example of this. If you were to walk into a sales meeting and the quarter of that particular sales team has, that quarter they were doing terrible, or they were doing below their average profitability margins, which they had been doing the entire year. Say it's the third quarter. Say they're selling, I don't know, educational resources. There'd be a lot of tension in the room. I mean, there'd be a ton of tension in the room. It would be like you could cut it with a knife, because the pressure to perform, the pressure to excel would be the only thing that people would matter. And especially the executives and the leaders, they would be, gotta get going, gotta get this going. We're behind. We haven't been behind like this in 5 years. Why are we behind? And the heads and the spinning of the sales team is like rumination. It's like their neurons are just spinning like, oh God, we got to figure out how to get a sale. We got to figure out how to get this done. And they're going to go out and they're going to try the same techniques and the same processes and the same approaches. They're going to knock on doors. They're going to talk to directors of educational companies and healthcare companies and whatever else to sell these products. And most of the time, those same results are going to come back. And the reason is there's no change in their elevated neurology. They're not changing the way that they see these approaches. And that's because there's no humor. There's no dedicated shift to go on to help them understand, hey, things are going to be okay. Things are going to be fine. There's not a jolt of joy, even in the midst of the struggle or the setback. And what I like to do with my coaching is to enhance a 7 ideal program, basic stuff like truth and genuine authenticity and intimate connections, but do it with a humorous vibe. Do it with a laugh, a comical entrance. And I do this through doing gigs, meaning like 1 hour, 2 hour events where I'm talking to staffs, or I'm talking to groups, or I'm talking to leaders. it could be sports teams, could be school administrators, anybody, to get a jolt in them, to get them to understand that what they're holding against themselves is the fact that they're afraid to laugh. They're afraid to be humorous. They can't relax because they feel like if they relax, they lose control of what they're trying to do. But at the same time, what they're trying to do is going nowhere. It's like a spin cycle. It's just kind of going around. And in my ability to connect with people from my industry work and my experiential work to some of the most tragic moments in my life, from almost dying of Lyme's disease and mono, to watching my wife of 24 years almost die of cancer, head and neck cancer, to a host of other things, including my hand being shaped like this when I was born, I'm looking to enhance the dance of your company, corporation, your events, these moments that you need that boost. And I'm also looking to take that neurohumorism and train your staff in how to better approach their selling, their marketing, their administration, their project management. Because what we've failed to see and recognize is when we're not humorous at all, we are dying. We are limiting our ability to produce the same or even more of what we did before. And most of the time what happens is we go backwards, we decline, staffs change, people get fired, new managers come in, and we just repeat the same process over and over again without going anywhere. The numbers might go up, but they go up for a second and they go back down because there's not an energized neurology going on in our minds. We are not being jolted with humor. So that's what I do in my coaching. I also do comedy, and I do sets, open mic sets, looking for opportunities to showcase my ability, my talents as the shorthanded comedian. So you can find all this on my YouTube video here, and it'll be on YouTube. But you can also go to my website. You can go to the Shorthanded Comedian and check out my sets, my shorts, and not my shorts, my gym shorts, my short films, and my long films that are from open mics. You can go to my website and you can check out my testimonials that are specific to the groups of people I've worked with, the individuals I've worked with, and how I've taken therapeutic advances and I put them into coaching and comedy. And you can also check out my Facebook page or my LinkedIn page and find out more about me directly and get a hold of me. And hey, I wanted to put this out there. Look, neurohumorism is a real thing, and the longer that we deny laughter, the quicker we die. So remember that. Remember that for your teams and that you're leading, that you say you so much love and you're passionate about. And remember that the next time that you can't seem to get over the hump in a project or a contract or whatever it might be. And let's have a chat. All right. We'll see you on YouTube. We'll see you on LinkedIn. We'll see you on Facebook.